Guys, I need your help. So apparently a lot of my videos still aren't showing up in people's subscriptions, or you're not getting notified, or whatever it is. It's kind of an ongoing issue. I thought it was better. I don't think it is. So I ask you for one favor. Before we get into the video, make sure, one, that you're subscribed, and also make sure you click the notification button, the bell next to the subscribe. That way you actually get notified when I upload, because like I said, YouTube's not doing that. Also, you can join my Facebook group because I post in there when I upload, so you'll get to see it right away, because chances are, even if you subscribe and turn on notifications, your YouTube's still probably isn't going to tell you anything. So maybe joining the Facebook group and looking for that post is the best bet. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go and jump into the video. So today we're going to be looking at a brand new fragrance from Parfums Vintage. This one is X-Batch Intense. So this one just came out a few days ago, I believe, just released on their website. Currently only in the 50 ml bottle. They're going to be rolling out the 100 ml bottles, I believe, in April, so they aren't out yet. So if you are more of a 100 ml bottle type of person, it's going to be up to you on whether or not you want to hold off until they have the 100 mls out, or if you want to grab a 50 ml right now. So I'm going to go ahead and review this fragrance, tell you what I think about it, how it smells, when you can wear it, how it performs, and things like that. So if that sounds interesting to you, let's go and hop into the review. So I want to start off right now with comparing this to the regular X-Batch, because I know that's going to be a big question. For those of you who may own just the first X-Batch, you may be wondering, is it going to be worth for me to go out and buy the Intense version if I already have the first one? Or if you are in the market to buy X-Batch and you don't own it yet, if you're kind of wondering, oh, which one should I buy? I'm going to go ahead and clear that up for you the best I can right now. So I've talked back and forth with the perfumer. Essentially what he did with X-Batch Intense was he amped up the pineapple note and also increased the performance. So one thing I really do like about Parfums Vintage is he actually listens to what the people have to say and then releases another version trying to improve upon that. Another example that would be Pineapple Vintage and Pineapple Vintage Intense. He basically took that Pineapple Vintage formula and improved upon it in the Intense version, and now the Intense is one of their best selling ones out of all the fragrances that they sell on their website. So that's essentially, again, what he's done here is he listened to the feedback from people who bought X-Batch and who wore it and reviewed it, and he improved upon it here. So like I said, the two main things: increased longevity and also more of a pineapple note. So the reason why this was so tricky is the more pineapple that you add to the fragrance, the less room you have for some of the musky notes, and those musk notes is what actually increases the performance. So again, what people were wanting here, they were wanting more pineapple and they were wanting more performance. That's kind of hard to balance, and you really have to kind of walk a thin line and just get the perfect balance between having more of the pineapple note that people want, but also again having more of the performance, which again what people want. So that's kind of why it was tricky. That's why it didn't have better performance in the first version of this, but now he has come out with this Intense version, which has again both increased the pineapple and increased the performance of the scent. So I just wanted to clear that up in the beginning of the video because that's probably what most people are going to be wondering about. So now let's go and hop into the scent of this. Right in the opening of this, I get pineapple, blackcurrant, and ambroxan. Those are the three notes I get right away. I get a little bit of bergamot as well, but like I said, those three right there, the pineapple, the ambroxan, and the blackcurrant, those are what I get right away. The pineapple is nice and juicy, it's effervescent, it smells fantastic, it really hits you in the face, it's very punchy, it's awesome. The ambroxan gives it a little bit of this cooling metallic feel. And then the blackcurrant gives it a touch of sweetness. There's also lavender as well, which gives it a little bit of like a sweet touch also. The blackcurrant gives it a nice touch of sweetness, and you have a really cool effect with the blackcurrant and the ambroxan to my nose. Those mix together in a really cool way, and you have the sweet metallic scent again with the pineapple, the very bright pineapple. It's all a very, very nice and pleasant combination of notes. The opening just smells absolutely fantastic. Again, more of the lavender starts to come into the dry down a little bit. Not too much of it though. Again, pretty much what I get throughout the entirety of the fragrance is those three notes I listed in the beginning: the pineapple, the ambroxan, and the blackcurrant. Again, there's a little bit of that tart bergamot note in the opening, just there for a little bit, but that fades away pretty quickly. And then again, like I said, going into the dry down, also some of the blackcurrant starts to kind of fade out and go underneath. And the main players in the dry down to me is the pineapple, the ambroxan, and the lavender. Creates this nice metallic, fresh, and just a little bit of the sweet feel as well. Again, the dry down smells amazing. Again, it's really hard to beat that opening though. That pineapple is amazing. It's crisp. The bergamot there a little bit, giving it that crispness as well. And then you have that nice sweet metallic note as well. The opening is probably my favorite part of this scent, but I do really enjoy the dry down as well. So in terms of whether or not you should buy this one, the Intense, or the regular one, if you don't own it yet, I would easily just say just go ahead and go for the Intense. Like I said, it's got that nice improved pineapple note, and it's got better performance as well. Really the best of both worlds there. So if you are looking to get it, I will go ahead and go for this one. If you do already own the regular X batch, especially if you own a larger bottle of it, like a 100 ml, and you got a lot of it, I probably wouldn't advise you to go out and buy this one right now. Maybe get a sample of it first and see if it's something that you're gonna like more. Like I said, there is a pretty significant difference in the performance and the added pineapple note, but telling you to go out and buy this right now when you still have a bunch of the regular X batch isn't something that I'm going to do. So before I get into when you can wear this scent, I want to go ahead and jump in here and say I just released my course on decanting. It's a full guide, a full video guide on how you can decant your fragrances and sell them online. So as a lot of you may know, that is how I've built my collection to where it is today. I really didn't have to pay out of pocket for much of that stuff at all. All of that was just through splitting out what bottles I had before I started, and then essentially just building it up from there. I was able to create a very nice collection of niche and designer, a pretty good mix of both without having to pay out of pocket. So if you head on over to chaosfragrances.com, you can look for the course. You can go ahead and purchase it there. Highly recommend if you are kind of tossing around the idea of wanting to start decanting, your colognes, your fragrances. Definitely go check that out. So back into the review. When can you wear this scent? You can wear this pretty much whenever you want. Spring, summer, fall, winter. It's extremely versatile. Again, this is kind of known as a hybrid of Aventus and Sauvage because it's got that pineapple, that bergamot, blackcurrant, and the musks from Aventus. And it's got that nice ambroxan and the bergamot from Sauvage. So it is striking a nice little mixture between those two. And as all of you guys know, both those scents are extremely versatile. You can wear them pretty much whenever you want. So it would make sense that this one is just as versatile too. And it is spring, summer, fall, winter, casual, maybe dressed up a little bit, you could do it. It just overall is something that you could wear whenever you want to. Again, it's taking two very mass-pleasing fragrances and kind of mixing them into one. Aventus is oftentimes worn dressed up, so you do have that Aventus smell in this, and then Sauvage is a lot of times worn kind of dressed down in casual shorts and t-shirt, and you have that in here as well. So it creates a nice hybrid of both. In my opinion, you can wear this dressed up, you can wear this dressed down. It just works for about anything. With that being said though, this one is suited more for warmer weather, so spring and summer. Again, it is a citrus fragrance. It's got that nice ambroxan. It's definitely on the fresher side, so this does work better in the heat. When it warms up on your skin, it just works great. But this does have the power and this does have the depth to where that it could work in the fall and winter too, but it is more leaning towards spring and summer wear. For me personally, I'm going to be saving this for spring and summer. Probably not going to reach for it too much throughout this winter here. But like I said, the stuff has a performance to where you could easily do that. So now let's go and touch on performance. How does this thing perform? This stuff is very, very strong. Longevity, I'm getting 8+ hours. Sticks on the skin for a very long time. No slouch there. Projection, again, very strong. It pushes out far. One of the stronger projecting Parfums vintage fragrances that I've tried and owned. So that's definitely saying something because pretty much all of them are really good in performance. So definitely no slouch there. A couple sprays are going to be set for projection and longevity. This stuff performs very good, and definitely a noticeable increase over the original X batch. So is this one going to be a compliment getter? Absolutely. Again, like I talked about earlier, Sauvage and Aventus, it's kind of taking the best of both of those fragrances and putting them into this one. And as a lot of you, pretty much all of you hopefully know, those two fragrances are compliment monsters. So again, it would make sense that mixing them into this will get you compliments, and it does. And like I talked about earlier, it's got the increased performance to where that's going to help you get noticed even more. It's going to push out even more and then get you more attention. And in most cases, that's going to equal to more compliments, because the more that people can actually smell you, the more chances you're going to get of people actually saying something about it. Of course, I'm not saying that you need to overspray this and be obnoxious about it to get compliments. That's not what I'm saying. A couple sprays is all you need with this one. And to actually give you a quick story, I was sent a few other Parfums vintage fragrances as well, which I'll be covering here soon. And I was, spraying them on, my arms and the back of my hands and just testing all of them out at once. I was doing one spray on each of them. And out of all of the ones that I was testing on myself at the same time, I was picking up on this one the most. This one was projecting the most. I was catching whiffs of it the most. And again, that was with one spray across all of them. So that definitely says something. This stuff is very strong. A couple sprays max is all you're gonna need, and you're gonna be pushing out pretty good. So currently you can get this 50 ml bottle for $79 on their website. Again, the 100 ml coming out in April, so I'm not sure what the exact price on that one will be. Personally, I am a fan of 100 ml myself, so if I were to buy this, I would probably wait till the 100 ml comes out and then just splurge on that. But if you are in a hurry to get this now, definitely I would say go for it. A lot of people are gonna say it's a little bit more expensive, but it's one of those situations where you get what you pay for. You're getting a fragrance that's made with naturals. You're getting a nice bottle. You're getting a nice box as well. Overall, the quality is excellent. It doesn't smell synthetic in the least. It just smells fantastic. So again, it is kind of a get what you pay for type of thing. Again, I know a lot of people like to hate on this house because of their pricing and things like that. But like I said, it's a quality thing. You're not getting bottles that are straight from China. You're not getting something that's made just from oils. You're getting something that has a lot of time put into it. You're getting something that the perfumer's worked hard on to create a nice balance, and he's listened to what his customers have to say. So again, overall, I think it's a fantastic fragrance. It's a great release. I'm going to be wearing this one a lot in the spring and summer. And then also, I just want to say again, 50 mils is probably going to be enough for a lot of people. Again, you're only going to need a couple sprays with this one, at least on my skin anyway, a couple sprays max. So 50 mil will go a long way, which is always a plus. So guys, that is my review on Parfums Vintage X-Batch Intense. Hopefully this one helped you guys out. Highly recommend everyone go check this out. Their website will be linked down below. It's another solid release. They did a great job with it. It's great stuff. And again, don't forget to check out my decanting course. It's on sale for a limited time. It's going to help you guys out who are wanting to get into it. It's going to give you all the information you need, from what supplies you need all the way to actually shipping them out. Just covers everything. So recommend you go check it out while it's on sale because I'm selling it for really cheap right now. And even at the price that I planned on selling it originally, it's still very cheap. So definitely go get it before I come to my senses and raise the prices, because there is a lot of information given away in the course. And that's going to do it, guys. Let me know your thoughts on X-Batch Intense down below if you want to try it, what you think of the original one. And that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.